Well, you know, on Grand Tour, as Masad, I like to test stupid things. And precisely, the update 1.54 of GTSEpt added new swaps. We tested one a few days ago in a video on the A112 from Autobianchi, a dedicated video on this model, because I had never done it in a video before. New swaps have been added to cars I had already tested a bit. I'm going to show you two today in a video. The first one, which is a new swap for the 5 Volvo 240 estate, and the second one, which is a completely abused new swap, which is available on the latest generation Audi R8 510. These aren't the only swaps added in this update, but I think they're the most fun to test. That's why I made it into a video. So the first swap I wanted to show you is this one. It's a swap that you will be able to have on the Volvo 240 Special Edition Estate, a car we had already tested in a video a few months ago when it arrived in the game. It's a swap that you will find in the Grand Touring Auto for $300,000, and it's the engine that comes from the Subaru BRZ Drift. It's a large V8 engine that produces 1,200 horsepower. By fully upgrading the car, you can achieve 1,250 horsepower for a weight of 1,176 pounds. So we're still going to test it just to see the difference with the old 240 Special Edition, which we could already slightly upgrade. We could take it to 350 horsepower for about 1,080 kilograms as well. Then, well, of course, we go from 350 horsepower to 1,250. There should be a slight difference after all. Listen, let's just start over because I realized that the gearbox was super short. Indeed, now that we have a lot more torque and a lot more power. Oh, on the other hand, oh, what's going on? Oh, what the fuck? So the car was actually trolling me, but what's going on? The car. I didn't understand. Okay, so obviously something abnormal is happening with the car that I didn't have before. Because indeed, before turning, I quickly retested the car with 350 horses, and it was going very well. And now, I don't know what's happening. Does the game consider that there is more weight at the front of the car? I don't know, but the car has decided to take its independence, and it does what it wants. It's horrible. Well, it's not a big deal. We'll try to deal with it, just to test the VMAX a bit in the straight line, but it's a bit scary. I wonder how it's going to react at 300 kilometers per hour, this death machine. All right, let's go. We're going to try to push this thing a bit, hoping that at high speed it'll work. The acceleration and rocket are amazing. It's funny, like the swaps. The feeling of power in this game is vastly superior to that in Forza. Oh, there. It's okay. It's gonna work. It's going to work. No, it's not gonna work. So, wait, it's not a big deal. We're going to do another XL. It goes up to 320, but it was already going up to 320 before the swap. In fact, I've already hit 315 with this 350 horsepower car in a straight line. So, actually, what's happening is that it has so much power that there's zero grip, but like, really zero. This often happens at high speeds, which can be scary. However, it's a rocket. So we're going to try not to put all the power at once there to manage to re-grip. Oh, it's a rocket. Wait, we're going to slam the nitro there to see. Are we taking 400? What do you think? No, we're taking 398. I think we could take 400. Wait, let's start this over. We're going to start this over, but we're going to do it on a circuit where there are fewer variables. Because right now, on Le Mans, well, it's a nice straight line, but there are little bumps and everything. It's a bit annoying. Here, we're really full straight line. We'll see if we can hit 400. I think so, which is a bit absurd, isn't it? Given the aerodynamics, we're going to try to stay a bit behind while they pick up speed to take advantage of. Precisely take advantage of the spy. This rear view is scary, isn't it? Agitated squares are overtaking us. They're showing off now, able to do so in just 2 minutes. Let's go. It's time to launch the sausage. Absurdly. 320 at the bottom of 5. Maybe the 400 in the descent, or the 400 with the SPI. It's weird because at 62 miles in the car, we can't do anything with it. It's horrible to handle, but don't ask me why at 390. In the end, it's actually easier to handle. In addition, we're hitting the SPI. It's just happiness here. The 400s will outperform in the straight line. We'll catch up with the Wera, which likely has a 380. Excited for the upcoming descent. What's your prediction? Share your thoughts in the comments within 3 seconds. Do we get 410, maybe 420? Do we get more than that? 410. We're going to get them. But, well, it's going to be tough. Well, this swap is funny, but it's not the most stupid swap, let's say. Who was added in this update? There's another one that's a bit dumb but expensive. I'm doing this for you, because clearly this is hours of farming that will be gone in a second. We're going to go to the garage to get an Audi, the R8 510, which you probably know quite well because it's a car that everyone loves. Overall, oh, the R8 510. Plus, everyone knows. Everyone knows it's powerful, it's four-wheel drive. We have the basic V10, which is rather a pretty cool engine. But know that on the game, we can improve it now. Finally improve it. I don't know if it really will improve it, but we can transform it. With a swap to 1.6 million, which is none other than the swap of the Bugatti Chiron. We're going to Chironize our R8, which will be expensive. We'll also need to improve it later, causing our budget to drop below 10 millions. I feel like dying. I'm counting on you to share the video. That way, I'll make some money, and with the money, I could buy credits in the game. That's it for the upcoming videos. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Follow me on Twitch for upcoming live streams. Your support there is crucial and greatly appreciated. And indeed, I'm not going to have a choice but to buy in-game money with the credit card, because Gran Turismo 7 is too pricey. I've installed the wide kit and the massive W16 engine. We'll check for additional aerodynamic enhancements and interesting aesthetics on this vehicle. I believe we'll still switch to having a minimal level of support. It's going to depend on the style, though. Anyway, yeah, that's how it is. We're going to put it, no choice, the arrow. We're going to put the B there. And the back. While not the most aesthetically pleasing, it's a necessary feature for a car going 279 miles h or more. I utilized it to my advantage. I'm going to change these rims too. They look like rims from Audi, but they're not. It led to a 15 percentage point win. The rim change is significant as rims with different weights also have different aerodynamics. Occasionally, it lets you win by adapting and adjusting your car to the P/BP of a desired event. So, we're obviously going to buy the chassis improvements, but we're not just going to buy that, since there are quite a few things too that will concern the engine. I'm checking a little bit. Gradually. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. 1,700 horses? Yeah. It should do it. It should roll well. For hill starts, it should be enough. The carbon brakes and nitro enable the car to reach nearly 2,000 horsepower. In this game, it's the race tires that make the difference. We're at 1,668 of trouble. It's still ongoing. She can handle 1,900 horses. I forgot how much she did. I recalled her doing a lot with this swap, but not to this extent. And then we can still scrape off some points, so 1,200 kilograms, 1,800 horses. We'll test this and then possibly do a VMAX run on the special stage Rudix to see what it really gives. For the the missile, we have a box, 7 more, a torque. It is true that it makes a tractor goal. A bit, this engine on the game, the free exhaust on the toilet, that makes it less cool, but I think that, on the other hand, it should be a rocket. It runs great and attracts crowds. What's the maximum voltage it can handle? Currently, we're at... I feel we may be somewhat constrained by the box, although I have expanded it considerably. However, it will suffice for now. I think the SOPA eyes closed, because it's 100 times more manageable than a Bugatti Chiron. Having a much better power ratio and having, I think, therefore much better access too. I think there's a way that it could still be a hell of a missile in water. So, wait, it becomes all match. Here, we have 05 Max 1, and I put the box in long mode. We'll test that quickly. On the special Route 10. I wanted to see its driving, but listen to my faith, the driving is completely validated. It always brakes and turns well. Here, we have 05 Max. Listen, let's go. So, I was a bit abused there. On the lengths of boxes, we will see what it will give if it's too long and shortcut. But it's funny. It always seems super short to me, the box. Even though I put settings that are completely absurd, in fact. And maybe we have to see that the 7th will be super long. We're going to try to take a bit of a spin from them. In fact, they're already at the end. What? We'll see. On the other hand, it's sure that it accelerates well, but I have the impression we're already at full throttle, 460. Oddly, we're lengthening the box again to check. I went to extremes with the gearbox setting. If we don't take more in VMAX, I don't understand. It's clearly not the aero that limits me, it's just the gearbox that was too short. There, it should catch more. Afterwards, in any case, it's going to be a monster, that's for sure too. Already there, it's better. It already speaks to me more. 440 in the background, 6. Still smells like 500 downhill. There you go, and it makes sense, 470. We accelerate. We continue to accelerate to 480, or there, on the other hand. The support setting, it's not crazy. We continue to accelerate even though we have gone up, that we are at 500. We go. We catch up with the plane, we are going to double the game. Because it's the Boeing. Do we see what it will give in descent? With full nitro, full turbo, full whatever we want? I think we're close to 535, maybe 540. However, with a really optimized setting, the manualness is unmanageable. So, well, that's what I was saying at the beginning of the video. The swaps in Gran Turismo 7. We can often do a little ridiculous stuff afterwards. Well, it doesn't have much interest because, very honestly, most of the time you won't use these cars in such events. Having 1,800 horsepower is useless if you have no rear grip, just to comply with the PP limitations. So, it's funny, that's why we even have a Grand Tour on the set. It's for this little flash of madness sometimes. We spent $2 million on this nonsense and another $500,000 on improvements for the Volvo, all for the joke. I hope you enjoyed these jokes. We're going to open the little wheel spin before finishing the video, just to show that I too. But wheel spin, it's crap. We'll see what sausage we're going to catch. If I have the money, it's going to be okay. Or the cars. But well, you know the game. There you go. The bread money, of course. You're welcome. All right, I'm ending this video here. I'll see you very soon, ciao.